G'day guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to episode number 11 of the Retro Glory Hunter on the 0708 database from Mad Scientist and Mr. Tiny. Now let's go straight into it, because on the previous episode, if you haven't watched it, I don't want to spoil too much, but we did manage to tick off one trophy off the Glory Hunter list, but we fell short on another one, which means we had to stick around for another season. And to be honest, I was having a look at the jobs because I was quite tempted to move off, go somewhere else, and then possibly come back to France. But I was weighing things up and I looked at the jobs that were around. There wasn't actually that many around at that point in time. I also had to look at the state of the French league as it was from last season, and we are by far and away the best team in France at the moment as it stands. So I think the best opportunities are going to come with sticking with Lyon at this point in time. So that's what I decided to do. So we did have a transfer budget to spend, which was, no, that's next season. Let's have a look at the finances. It was around about 33 million, but it actually got bumped up to, I think it was about 45 to 50 million in the end, but we're still massively in debt. It's horrendous. Still a net debt there. Balance isn't looking good. Transfer, but I don't know how they operate these finances, to be honest. But hey, I spent the money. I did bring in a few players, and I did go large because I wanted to secure this French Cup that we're after. So, if I go back to the tick over and look at the dates, we had two players leave on loan. Sorry, not Mario, because he left in January. So that's the only one that's left before the tick over is Owusu, who, very good defensive midfielder, still quite young, not going to get into my team right away, so give him some game time, basically. But I did bring in, you'll see a couple of names here. I brought in a couple of very big players before the tick over. Those players being Kylian Mbappé and Presnel Kimpembe. So I'll go to Kimpembe first. Obviously a young French centre-back at PSG. He's come through the PSG youth system. Weirdly enough, PSG accepted my bid and he wanted to come to Lyon. I don't know, but I needed another centre-back. I've wanted a really good centre-back and he is phenomenal. So I splurged a little bit of cash on him, 12.5 million, brought him in. But the vast majority of my budget went on Kylian Mbappé. I beat PSG to it this time. He was at Monaco. He's only 18, so he's just coming through the regen phase of things, and he is phenomenal already. Obviously, everybody knows Kylian Mbappé. If you don't, you've been sleeping in a cave for the last few years, clearly, because he is utterly phenomenal. 18 years old, but he doesn't get straight into my team. Not quite yet, but he will get some game time. He already has a couple of games under his belt, a goal and assist, so I can't really complain at that. But if we knock it back over, I've raised another 33 million, not just from loans. I mean, that's a lot of loans going on. Griezmann's gone out on loan. Kylian Andre, youngster Houssem Aouar has gone out on loan as well. But we did raise some more money from Campos has gone to Bayern Munich. Verratti has finally left for Nuremberg. Farfan only lasted one season, went for a nominal fee. It was the wages as well that helped a lot. Fred, Toulon and Ofe were all on pretty high wages, like sort of for this time period anyway. All the contracts ran out, they didn't want to sign, so they all left, and I was quite happy with that because it freed up a lot of budget. And Maserati has left for Everton as well. But I did bring in a couple of other big players as well. I went raiding PSG, mainly because they're one of my rivals as well, but they had some phenomenal players. So, this guy here, Tony Guidicelli, I don't think is a real-life player. I think he's a regen, but he's still pretty good defensive midfielder. Brought him in as a cover, backup sort of thing, because I brought in one of the OGs of football, is N'Golo Kante. And at 26, he is coming into his prime. Potential ability has been done over a little bit, but he just ticks every single box that I want for a defensive midfielder. He is excellent. And then, just to top it off, I thought, you know what, I'll give him some competition as well. 20-year-old Nicolo Barella from Lazio this time. He never made it into Inter Milan, and everybody knows Barella at Inter Milan. He's a phenomenal player, one of the best midfielders in the world. So, yeah, I thought, why not? Let's bring him in as well for the party. 17 million in total. So, I've spent quite a lot of money. Tactically wise, nothing's really changed. I'm still sticking with the 4-2-2, 4-2-4, however you want to look at it. But I am putting in a couple of players. Chiesa being one of them, because he... let's have a look at his history. Career stats. Last season, he didn't play that many games, starting anyway. 14 off the bench and 7 starts, but he got 6 goals. His potential is there. He needs to play, so I have to put him in to get the best out of him, and it's starting to work already. 5 games, 4 assists, a 7.26 average rating. Can't complain of that at 19 years old. And also Kante. I wanted him in. So those 2 players are in, and they are not moving at all. Schedule-wise, because we were up to the 29th of August, it's been okay. Besides this one blip, that's a little bit annoying. But 4-0 against Nancy, 3-0 against Nantes, 5-2 against Strasbourg. Beating our closest rivals at the moment is Marseille. Beating them 3-0 is a big one. So I'm quite happy with that. Staff-wise, things are all the same. That hasn't changed. Me and Carlos Queiroz, like that, follows me everywhere and has won everything with me. So, as things stand, as you can see, Giovanni Simeone is my top scorer at the moment, with 6 goals in total, so can't really complain at that. How do you think the season's going to go? I'm going to roll the highlights reel, and let's go and find out what is going to happen. I'll see you after the highlights. This season was a season of perfection. Everything that needed to click just did. 4-0 win versus Rennes, a 5-1 versus Le Mans, 6-0 versus Guingamp, all before Christmas set us on our way very nicely indeed. In fact, we only lost once 4-3 to Saint Etienne before Christmas. After Christmas though, it was a bit patchy. A 3-2 loss to Marseille, then a 4-0 win to Saint Etienne, a 1-0 loss to Rennes, then a 4-0 win versus Toulouse. But we found our feet again, winning 11 of our last 13 fixtures, meaning we went on to win Ligue 1 for the second time in this challenge. This time as well, the French Cup went off without a hitch too, beating Ajaccio, Clermont, Toulouse and Auxerre. In the semis, we battered Bordeaux 5-1 to go into the final versus Nantes. It took us the 88th minute in what could have been a proper FMing, but in extra time we managed to sneak the win and tick the French Cup off our challenge list. But that wasn't the end of it though. After clearing the group stage with some panache, we went to the round of 16 versus AC Milan, who we beat narrowly 3-2 on aggregate. It was Portsmouth in the quarterfinals, who we pumped 7-3 on aggregate. In a tight semi-final, we beat Sporting 2-1 on aggregate to face Dimitri Payet's Newcastle. It was a close match, could have gone either way, but thanks to Belfodil, we win Lyon's first Champions League and our 4th Champions League of the challenge. I mean, if this isn't a thing of pure beauty, I don't know what is in Football Manager terms. Oh, what a season we have had. It's not going to do my job prospects any harm whatsoever, because now we have completed France. We have that French Cup ticked off. We have a 2nd league title and a 4th Champions League title, as well as their version of the Charity Shield, just to add another one in there. I mean, my profile now, if I have a look at my history, my job history, that's what it's looking like. Trophies galore all the way through it. My profile is incredible. It's nearly 5-star. How is not 5-star reputation? I don't know. I've won 4 Champions Leagues. I don't know. But overall, perfect. Perfect season. Completely unexpected. Let's have a look at the league first. So we went flying out the traps at the start of the season and nobody could really catch us. As I say, our closest rivals were Marseille. After that, it was Paris Saint-Germain, but I nicked 2 of their best players, so there we go. Monaco, I nicked one of their up-and-coming stars, so it messed them up, but it was a good tactic. Weirdly enough, though, nobody in the top goal scorers, average rating, Yarmolenko, who is an absolute beast on this game, by the way, is in there. David De Gea with the most clean sheets, though. De Gea, look at him here. Wow. What a goalkeeper he is. He At 31 clean sheets this season, that is incredible. Utterly incredible. Chiesa, I said I needed to get game time out of him, and it was the right thing to do. 15 assists in the league. 15 assists in the league with 6 goals in 26 games, which means he probably picked up an injury somewhere. Oh yeah, broke his ribs in April and pulled his knee ligaments in the March. So he's missed a few days through injury, but nothing too bad. And his progression is excellent. Oh, cannot fault that whatsoever. In fact, actually, he'd probably be better off as a shadow striker. Werder Bremen on him. Why would I sell him? Well, it's not going to be my problem anyway, because I'm going to resign after this one anyway. If we go back, Champions League I'll come to. The French Cup is the one that we really wanted. And we pushed our luck a little bit in the final, but all the way through. I mean, 9th round, 9th round, Ajaccio, and so on and so forth. But to win that, and actually, again, only De Gea with 4 clean sheets. It's got to have been like a whole squad effort, because I'm not getting many players up in the top rankings. It's just everybody worked well for each other, including in the Champions League as well. Rafinha with the highest average rating, so that's good. That's one. David De Gea, again, almost up there with the total clean sheets. And that's about it on that one. We'll have a look at the squad, goals-wise. I mean, De Gea actually didn't miss a game. 59 games this season, he played every single one. So goals-wise, 26 from Belfodil. I'm so glad I didn't sell him, because he is a phenomenal striker. If we have a look at his stats, 13 this season, 26 in total, 15 last season. He's just getting better and better. And the fact that he's in my second team. Mario has come out of nowhere, 34 games, 16 off the bench, 22 goals. After being a little bit upset that he didn't play last season, I had to send him out on loan. He's actually come back and he's come good. Really good, in fact. Yarmolenko, I said, Yarmolenko on this is utterly amazing. Acceleration, agility, he's the perfect winger and provides so much down that side. It is ridiculous. Simeone, only a 3-star striker, but still 20 goals, 12 assists. 13 and 13 from Chiesa and Gare, 19 assists in total from Chiesa. Only 7 goals and 2 assists from Kylian Mbappé, but I did say he probably wouldn't get that much game time this season. But he is still there. And I'll try and say that again. Blech. Whoever I move to next, if I got the money, do I put in a cheeky bid for him? That could have some potential. Kasper Dolberg is another one, actually, in real life. He came through the Lyon youth system, and he is there. And he's played quite a lot of games, although he is a little bit unhappy because he missed out on the tournament squad for Denmark. But he's still got 16 games, 38 off the bench, 5 goals, 4 assists. I can't fault it. I really cannot fault it. It has been the absolute perfect season. I suppose the only thing left to do now is look at the job centre and see what is available. And there's a few. There is a few. Let's have a little look at Roma. They finished 6th, which means they will be in the UEFA Cup. Okay. De Rossi, Aquilani, Guardado. Again, it's the age thing. If we have a look at the squad, that's a lot of players over the age of 30. A lot of players that need replacing. Does that mean they have the finances to do it? Oh, they got 90 million, but they're massively in debt. That could be a little bit risky. I do need to do Italy and I do need to do Germany, and they are the only ones that I have ticked. Now, there's nothing in Germany coming up. What about Lazio? 101. Ooh. But again, a lot of players over the age of 30. But not as many as Roma. Nicholas Bentner, Valon Barami, Goran Pendev, Christian Ledesma. They've even got Freddie Adu. Oh. That is tempting. They've got a slightly younger squad, not too many players to replace. They finished 5th in the UEFA Cup. The squad's really only like 10 points off the top. So they're well in competition. If we got a few signings right, I mean, they even got a guy up in the top scoring charts who is, wow, phenomenal. Jeez, he is good. Guillermo Fernandez. I don't think that's a real life player, to be fair. But he is up there, so that is tempting. Well, there we have it, folks. Thank you very much for watching. What shall I do next? Do I go for Atalanta? Do I go for Lazio? Do I go for Roma? You're going to have to come back for episode number 12 to find out where we go to next. Fingers crossed I find one quickly and I can get kicking on and maybe win something in the first season. Maybe both. Who knows? Let's say thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with the content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you later. Ta-ra.